Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and yeah, today I'm going to be explaining the ranks and how the BA system actually works for all of you guys that don't know what you're doing. So when you first join the British Army, you're going to get people saying on the Roblox game, oh, join Fishcalled, join Fishcalled. In short, it means Discord because it's for some reason it's tagged in the game. So just bear that in mind. Make sure you have a Discord account. Make sure you're in the BA Discord. If you are not, I don't know how hard I can stress this point, but you gotta be in the Discord if you want to get promoted. You have to be in the Discord. So this video is about like explaining how the system works. So let's get into it. Right, so first, when you first join the Discord, you're gonna see the rules. So just please, I urge you to take a look at this and sign at the bottom. Yeah, and make sure you're in the Discord. The link will be down below in the description. So first, let's look at documents. The codex. So just click on that. After training, usually someone will say, oh, can you read the codex please? It's essentially a law book, like another set of rules whilst you're in the game, and you've got to follow them because consequences will follow. So you might as well just stay on the safe side, do as you're told, follow the codex all the time. That's what it is in short. Next, we have the rank system. So I'm going to be explaining this for quite some time. Okay, so the enlisted ranks: private, lance corporal, corporal, sergeant and staff sergeant, sergeant major, warrant officer, lieutenant. Warrant officer, lieutenant, they aren't, I don't think they're enlisted ranks anymore. So yeah, as enlisted, you've got to report abusive orders to a member of the officer ranks. You don't go to command straight away. Make sure you talk to the lowest officer rank available, so that will be a captain. So officer ranks are captain, major, colonel. Command ranks are brigadier general, vice field marshal, or FM. So officer ranks, you've got to command any lower ranks regardless of their regiment, follow orders from all command ranks, and report any abusive orders to a higher ranking officer. Private to lance corporal, successfully complete the British Army basic training in the Sandhurst Military Academy. Lance corporal to staff sergeant, attend British Army trainings, regimental trainings, and you can also be promoted by becoming an instructor in the Education and Training Services, or the ETS. You must attend and do better than most participants in the events listed above. So staff sergeant, that should be staff sergeant to sergeant major. You can be promoted by attending regimental trainings or becoming an instructor in the Education and Training Services. You got to do better than everyone else, basically. Warrant officer to lieutenant, you got to graduate from the Education and Training Services program. Lieutenant to brigadier, you must be selected to be a part of the officer team of the regiment you are a part of. So you cannot become a brigadier without being in a regiment. You cannot become a staff sergeant without being in a regiment. I mean, a sergeant major or colour sergeant without being in a regiment. So make sure you're in a regiment. I suggest you start attending tryouts when you're lance corporal or sergeant. So from lance corporal, so those three ranks, that's when you should definitely be in a regiment. Because rifles recruit lance corporal above. RMP recruit sergeant above, and they recruit, I think Paras recruit lance corporals, AAC recruit corporal and above. So brigadier to vice field marshal, you must be selected by the field marshal to command the British Academy. But also there's a few new ranks like CGS or DCGS, and what that means is Chief of General Staff and Deputy Chief of General Staff. So Honestly, it's not as confusing as it thinks. It looks a bit daunting, but honestly, it's really not that hard to get a grip of. So this is the Discord. I'm just going to give you a quick run through of it. So important, you're always going to get pinged in this, so just make sure you read it all the time. Announcements, you don't always get pinged in it, but you might, so just make sure you take the time to read this so that you know what's happening, because Mark is going to be the off for a bit. So Juggernaut is the acting chief of general staff, and my general is the deputy chief of general staff, the acting deputy chief. So that means that when Mark is back, Jug will become deputy chief of general staff, and General Bellotti will become general again. So this is the FAQ. I definitely suggest that you take a look at this if you're new to the academy, because it saves loads of officers having to answer questions that are kind of obvious if you pay attention. So okay, this is the events. This is where all the events are shouted, so you just go there and look for the host name. Updates, if there's a tick near it, it means it's in the game. Voting, I'll show you. Click on the link, click yes, no, not sure, and make sure to follow, make sure to add the British Army on Snapchat, Roblox _BA. I'll put them in the description as well. So answer that honestly. Main comms, this is where everyone speaks. Honestly, yeah, not everyone gets pinged though, so don't worry about that. BA main call, so ignore the ticket things, that's just because of my rank. So the BA main call is just where people chill and talk, basically. Music call, you listen to music obviously because there's a music bot, and your mic will be automatically muted. And I suggest, if you're not new to the rifles, then I suggest you click off because you won't understand any of this. So rifles, this is for you. I know you lot are watching, so I'm just gonna show you something quickly. So I've seen this happen a lot. So if you're in the rifles and you are on do not disturb, please get yourself off do not disturb. I don't know how much I have to stress this point, but get yourself off do not disturb. If you are on it, you will get 3 warnings and then you will be exiled after the 3rd warning. So just stay online, idle, or invisible. That's all you need to do. The rifles chat, you can just speak on there whenever you want. Rifles broadcast, you should always get pinged if you're in the rifle regiment. Just vote honestly. Rifles voice, usually people are in here when there's a regiment wide event going on, and if you are just chilling on the Discord call, make sure to go to your company call. So I'm in the 5th company, so I should be in the 5th voice call. Alright, so that's just a quick rundown of the whole kind of rifles Discord. So anyways, that's the end of this video, and I just wanted to give, well, okay, so that's the end of the video, and I hope this helped you a lot. I hope like someone actually learned something from this, and I hope you lot are gonna do well in the BA, start going to those trainings, start passing those trainings, go to those tryouts, passing those tryouts, and also make sure you're in a regiment. If you're not in a regiment, don't expect to go anywhere in the British Army. Anyways, I'll see you lot in a bit. Peace. So in fact, the video file corrupted, so I am actually recording this all over again, so just bear with me.